Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I got a quick one today. It's a little fix to my drop kit. So it has nothing to do with the IHT side of it. The problem I'm having is with the Fox shocks I went with. It kind of sucks because they are pretty expensive, and then I had to buy the sleeves for them, so I'm going to be replacing those and maybe adding some washers. I'll show you guys where it's clunking and where it's kind of moving. Right now I'm going to give you guys a little demonstration on when I hit so when I'm on the road at highway speeds, it'll be perfect, but when I'm going down my gravel road and I hit a little bump, that's when I'll hear that, and I'm like, what could it be? I know it's not bottoming out or anything like that. So I've been looking down at it, and the shocks, they're torqued down to spec, everything is right, but they still kind of move a little bit. That's because the bushings and aren't really close to the pocket. So I bought some sleeves that should fix that, and I'm also going to put some washers or something just to completely get rid of the gap. I do not want to deal with that sound. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'll show you the part number to the sleeves that go on these shortly, but let me just show you guys. Here's the shock, right? You see that movement? That's part of it. When you move it, it moves down there by the bushing. Up here, it moves really bad. So this is the top part of it. Check this out. That's why when the truck hits a bump or anything, you'll just be hearing this. There's a little gap. This is what I'm talking about right here. You see that gap right there? And these are torqued to spec. If you over torque them too, you'll bend these, so you don't want to do that. So that's why I'm out of washer or something, just to get rid of that little space that has to move. Like I said, that does suck. These are $200 each, and it takes two, of course. So I had to spend another $22 on the sleeves. I'm gonna replace those, and we'll see if that fixes it, because I've had it with that. All right, so here's that Fox part I promised you guys. There it is. This is the old one. The new one is now in it, right there. I did use a vise to get it in there. That really does help. You can put a socket on each side, like a big socket on one side, and then a smaller socket on this side, and you just use your vise to press it out. Then you do the same thing and put the other one back in. I did grease it up a little just to make it a little easier, but it's ready, and I'm gonna put it back on there. On the top side of it, I will add a washer to help that gap, and we'll see how it looks like after. All right guys, so the passenger side is done. That's the side I just showed you guys. It does seem to have made a big difference where I was moving it before, and you could hear the clunks. You can't even move it anymore. All it took was a washer. I changed the sleeve and added a washer. You could see it right there. And for this side up here, I changed the sleeve, and then there's the washer too. Now there's like no play. Earlier you could see there was a big play. What you see right there is the sleeve too. I don't know, it's looking better. So far so good. Now I just got to get the other side. It might be a little trickier because on the other side, that's where the bolt hits the U-bolts. One of them I'll show you guys right now, but looks like we'll be good so far. So I was just gonna do the other side and show you guys the results after, but I figured I had to show you guys this. Check this out. The slightest touch will get this whole thing moving. You see that right there? If I can get it to focus. All right, so check all that play we have. That's ridiculous. Here's the top side. It's no wonder this thing was making noise. Like if I would hit a good bump or going down my gravel road, you'd be hearing stuff like this. But once I'm on the highway, it'd be pretty quiet, nice ride. So here's a simple solution what you can try first before. This might still not be it, but after seeing this, I'm pretty sure I got it. So I'll change it and show you guys what it looks like after. And here's the part I was telling you guys about. I'm gonna have to loosen these because it kind of does hit right here. Could be part of the reason it's a culprit on the little bit of noise, but this is a big issue. All right guys, so it is now the following day. So last night after I got it, I just stopped and I put everything away. But I figured I might as well make this outro and show you guys it did work. I'm gonna bounce on it like I did earlier. You guys heard how it kind of clunked when I got on the back and added some weight to it. So I would do it again, and it's a big difference. Night and day actually. So here it goes. You guys hear that? Exactly, it's good now, no more clunking. I'm gonna take it for a test drive right now. It should be all good though. I'm happy already. Like I said, Fox shocks are pretty expensive. There's even more expensive options too. So for them to be that pricey and come with those issues, it kind of sucks. But at least it's pretty inexpensive. I did buy those sleeves. I'll show you guys the part number. Maybe if you want to save yourself some money, try just adding some washers first. That might solve it, because on the top part I just added a washer on one washer on each side. So that helped it on the top. On the bottom I added the sleeves and a washer. It seems to do the work though, but if you found this video useful, make sure you drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you watch the video on how I dropped it. Watch the video on the tint. Watch the video on the tonneau cover, the antenna, the walkthrough, other videos on my other truck. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.